Hey everybody, welcome to another amazing episode of
The Unbox Boys!
I'm Dave, along with my son Les.
Hello.
And we're here to check out the breakaway star of the X-Men, Wolverine. Let's take a look here at the packaging. This is a cool 2-pack from Toy Biz, the mutant evolution of Wolverine from X-Men Classics and also X-Men the movie. This is from the original X-Men movie that came out. The packaging is actually pretty cool. Here on this side, you get the X-Men movie logo, Wolverine, along with Hugh Jackman there. On the back, if you want to read that information, you can pause it now. And then on this side, you get the classic comic Wolverine from X-Men Classics and that picture there. So the packaging's pretty cool. Let's open it up and check out the S.L.A.P. Starting with the sculpt on the classic X-Men from the comics. It's got some nice detail as far as in his body, you know, in the kind of the tight spandex suit there. You see his six-pack. The legs are sculpted nicely. Got some good detail there. The boots look pretty good as well, I'd say. Arms, you've got some kind of rippling there in the muscle. It's a nice touch. Or he's about to have a heart attack. Kind of hard to tell. Even the hands, some of the detail there. The sculpt is nice. The face, I like this face sculpt. And just that kind of half mouth grr kind of thing he's got going on there. Mm-hmm. I like that. And the back as well looks good with the back muscle showing there.
It's kind of weird though. It kind of goes in.
Well, he's ripped, man. He's got a six-pack in the back. And the legs in the back there too. So yeah, and the sculpt as far as the Adamantium Claws here, it's kind of a bendable thing, but it's decent. I mean, it's all right. With if you want to get them straightened out, you can just put a hairdryer on there and kind of shape them the way you want. But that's pretty good. And let's see. I wonder if that's just paint. Yeah, even with the cut he's got there on the chest there, just a nice sculpt. Mm-hmm. I mean, it actually kind of goes in. So and claws.
I like that
there.
That character's paint, the classic one.
Yeah,
it looks pretty good.
Well, the sculpt there anyway. We'll look at the paint later. So then we get the Hugh Jackman sculpt here.
It's it's okay, the sculpt, but when we get to paint.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a different suit. It's a different era, but so he's not as, at least not as defined muscularly here as the other one, obviously. But some detail there, some nice ripples in the pants, and where you see all these different details here. That's a sculpt. I mean, it's nicely detailed there. Even these ones here, kind of a little washboard sculpt there. So they took some time with that, which is nice. The pants here.
It just, I don't know. It looks too weird. Like, it doesn't.
Well, just looking at the mold itself.
Yeah, I know. I mean the mold. Like, his thighs are huge. Okay, they just are like. Who was the character that was? It was like the dead shot, right? It was one of the dead shots.
Yeah.
It's like that. And then the neck.
Yeah. Well, and the neck thing there, where that's kind of a fail where that joint is there. But the texture mm-hmm. for sculpt overall, even though may not be as crazy about this mold, even with the hair, I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's Wolverine's hair and head. I think we prefer this sculpt over that one. But,
definitely.
So this one kind of redeems the other one. So I'd say for sculpt, with this one, because of this one, I'd give the sculpt a full point.
Yeah. If we're just looking at this one, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just ignore this guy.
Full point.
So then on to the likeness for the L and S.L.A.P. This one, of course, you're taking a comic book figure and making something real out of it. So Wolverine has gone through several different phases and design looks and things like that. But I'd say for the classic X-Men Wolverine, this is a good likeness. This one is.
I like this one.
Yeah, I think it's. There's no doubt who that is. Now, for the other one, the Hugh Jackman, not so
It
much.
looks hilarious. It looks.
I mean, it's a giveaway that it's Wolverine because of the hair and the claws, obviously. But does it look like Hugh Jackman?
What I thought it looked like is in the Prestige. You know, his drunk like alter ego or whatever.
yeah.
You know, it looks like that guy. Like when he's acting as that.
Yeah.
Like if Wolverine was drunk, then that's what he would.
Plus,
look
his
like.
claws are pretty tiny on here. I mean,
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a different story. But that's part of the sculpt. But so yeah, as far as the likeness on this one, again, I think the classic is going to be redeeming anything. Because if it were just the Hugh Jackman, we'd say it's a fail. But with this one, since it's a 2-pack, I'd say it's a half point.
Half point.
Now on to articulation. How does it move? Why don't you go ahead and show us?
All right, so I like the Han Solo pointing there.
Yeah.
So there's
Head
not
goes side to side.
it kind of goes like at an angle, so
Right.
I don't know. It works.
Yeah, no up and down though.
Yeah, no up and down.
Okay.
There's no elbow joint,
Okay.
but there is a
And nothing
shoulder.
at the hands.
Yeah, there's nothing at the hands either. Yeah.
Okay.
But there is a shoulder somewhat, but it's kind of this piece right here, it kind of makes it so that you can't really move it that much, but I didn't notice that, like
Oh, yeah.
the chunk
yeah.
out of him.
Another part of the sculpt. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But then there's no oh wait, there is a waist. There's a waist kind of side to side.
No ab crunch or anything. Just
Yeah.
Okay.
There's legs just forward, then there's nothing else.
Okay.
Like the
So
legs aren't
nothing
that
at the
good.
boot. Nothing at the nothing there. They do go forward a little, back not really at all. So that's for the classic. For the Hugh Jackman Wolverine, you've got a very obvious head joint there, which goes side to side, but not up and down. His arm does go up just about that much. Nothing to write home about. It does twist around though. He's got a single elbow joint, so it goes about like that. The hands do twist on this one, which is a little bit of a bonus there. Kind of same on both sides. A twist at the waist, and the legs actually have a pretty good forward kick, and really doesn't go back too far. Single joint at the knee, and then looks like, let's see, just an up and down, barely up and down on the foot, and no rocker joint or anything. They do have peg holes on the bottom. So, boy, since we're looking at two figures, if it were just the first figure in this one, I'd say a fail on the articulation. This one's got a little bit more. I'd say we'll give it a half point. Half point.
Half point.
Then we go on to the paint, the final in the S.L.A.P scale here. And it's so tough because in some areas they seem to have taken some really good attention to detail, like in these wounds that he's got, and as Elias noted on his arm there, the wound,
Yeah.
and some of these other things. I mean, apart from that, it's just kind of yellow, and the
But-
arms. Well, actually, there's some shade
orange
in there and stuff.
like
yeah.
it turns to like yellow to like kind of orange in there.
So there's some I mean, there's some effect, there's some fade, some gradient, if you will. They did paint the belt here, but some of this black in particular, it just looks really sloppily done, and there's some, I don't know if you can really tell or not, but it's just a little bit splotchy in some areas. And here at the on this boot, you can kind of see just above the boot there, they kind of let some paint slip out onto the leg, and he's got some more wounds there. They were good on the wounds. I'll give them that.
Yeah. One
so
against
it's-
like Sabretooth.
Yeah, so apart from whoever was responsible for the black paint on this figure, I think they kind of blew it. The rest of it actually looks pretty good. I think the face looks good. I think the eyes actually look pretty good on this one too. So on that figure, not horrific. Just some unfortunate little, particularly with the black paint on that one. This one, on the other hand, I think there's no gradient at all. I mean, apart from getting some colors, on him, on the black, it's just kind of this shiny black here, but then it's matte over here. Some inconsistency there. Not really a lot of detail apart from just coloring some things in, but not a lot, not even a wash or anything. The face is just pretty much a solid color. The eyes are wonky on there. He's got one that's kind of going in, the other's out, and so if it were this one, I'd say a fail, but these guys kind of balance each other out, I guess, a little bit. One has one's strength, the other's weakness. So for paint, a reluctant half point for paint. I was going to say fail, but I'll give him a reluctant half point for paint.
Half point.
Okay, so for this Toy Biz 2-pack, the evolution of Wolverine, overall on the S.L.A.P scale, it gets 2.5, which I think is generous, out of 4 overall. Is he going to stand up? I need one of those trays that just goes around by itself, I think. Let us know who your favorite X-Men character is, X-Men character is, in the comments below. You a Wolverine fan? Do you prefer the classic Wolverine over the Hugh Jackman? Which X-Men film is your favorite, or Wolverine film is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, click the notification button as well. It's all free, it doesn't cost you anything, and then you can catch all the future episodes. Feel free to peruse around too in past episodes. We've got a lot of Star Wars, Legos, a lot of just various figures, some places that we've checked out, just a little bit of everything. We just like to have fun. And be sure to share this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or wherever you would like. Until next time, God bless.